Hey guys, welcome to Debatin with the Boys. Today we are joined by Junior.
Hey guys.
Sabi.
So this is Mark and this is Sai. And so you guys are in the middle of a UK tour. How's that going for you?
Super well. Yeah, really well. This is the penultimate date. Is that the appropriate word? Penultimate date.
One before last.
So yeah, one before last is better. So yeah, we're in Cardiff tonight. We've got Bristol tomorrow to run the tour. Who've been so far? Hitchin, Bournemouth, Cambridge,
Guildford,
Swindon. That was last night.
Yeah, Swindon last night was real fun. That's the band we're touring with, As the Sun Sleeps. It was their hometown show.
Ah, right, yeah.
So it was nice. They had a really nice turnout, but that's kind of put the pressure on us tonight to try and make sure Cardiff rocks as hard. Which is why it's a shame that this is going out after the show. But if you're watching this somehow,
Go back in time. Come to the show so we look like we have more fans. Awesome.
But yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been real fun.
Yeah.
You've done like a little bit of a track then.
Yeah, and this is like our third UK run now as Junior as well. So like it's been, I feel like anyway, we've grown. Like the first tour was kind of us finding our feet. The second tour was us kind of like getting into the routine of it. And now I think we're kind of at that point where we're turning up.
You're like pros now. It's
we're turning up, demanding our blue M&Ms.
I mean, I still have like a £20 bass, which I struggle to plug into that.
Yeah.
By pro, I mean experience without problems, let's say.
Yeah, we've lucked out with As the Sun Sleeps as well, because those guys own a van and like pro equipment and stuff. So far all the tours we've done a bit in cars and just kind of blagging gear as we go along really, so it's been nice.
Miss the cliffs, I can imagine.
Yeah, man, yeah, the last tour we did was in the back of my Golf and it was like a kit and like just trying to squeeze everything. Yeah.
We can justify it because we class it as punk rock, you know?
Yeah.
If that's anything as punk
DIY,
rock. DIY, it's cool. We don't need equipment,
equipment just turn up. Air gigs.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice. You guys put out a record last year, Junior Land.
Which is the most self-indulgent thing that ever can do, isn't it? Like being a record after yourself.
Well, I mean, we kind of did it, I guess, land. Like, half ironically, but one of those ones where I guess only we were in on the joke, calling it everything after our own name. But yeah, that record was super, super fun to write and record. We went up to Sheffield, to Steel City Studios, to record that one, and it was just loads of fun. And I'd like to think it was, I know every band says this about every record they ever put out, but it was kind of a step up from what we've done before, because before we've done home demos and stuff like that, where this time we kind of took it a lot more seriously. Yeah. And I like to think it was the second in a kind of ongoing storyline of Junior releases. We had This Time Took Anyways, and then that kind of went on to this in a weird kind of, I don't know, we have a little bit of story behind.
I think it's been called a concept album, I think, and in a way that's kind of true.
Well, yeah, like one with a theme, perhaps.
But
then there is kind of like when we write songs, it's kind of like, oh, but this is actually the story about like, because we put out a single Coping, and it's kind of like the couple from Coping met in this town, which got destroyed by the octopus in the first EP. It's like, so like, I think it is one of those things where we kind of sit in our bedrooms and we're just like, this is a really good idea, and then we take it out on the road or whatever, and people are kind of like, what? Cool. And it's like they just think of songs, but not necessarily like following up on the backstory.
It's not quite Coed and Cambria where like everybody knows everything that's going on with the entire backstory of
Only the mega fans who followed all the clues that we've been leaving around every city we've ever played. Why do we not do
Why have we not done that?
You have, and they just haven't found them yet.
Look at the clues, guys. Put the clues out quickly.
So like on Juneland, you had the track like featured by Soupy and like the One Day is Wednesday plays on Spotify. Like what was like that to you? Kind of like
that was pretty
the recognition.
That was awesome. I mean, like when you're obviously in a small band, you're constantly looking for any sort of, I don't want to say cheap plug, but any sort of reference or kind of communication with like a bigger band. And one of the years we all look up to, obviously we're all big fans, but personally, and like they're quite inspiring to every pop punk band in the scene. I'm assuming they definitely are to us. Yeah. So it was just cool to get a little bit of recognition from them, and it was just super nice to put it on there as well.
I think that's it. It's kind of like, in a way, as nice as it is to get like written reviews and stuff, like Roxanne said nice things about it, and that was really cool. But then like, I don't know, like in a way, it's kind of like it's getting someone from a band that you really look up to, or even just other bands in the scene. Do you know what I mean? Actually being like, oh hey, I really dig that record. Like we stayed with the guys in Fierce Morgan when we played up in Sheffield on our last tour.
Good dudes.
And they're like the nicest guys, and I feel like they're really they're smashing it on the scene at the moment. And for them to be like, oh yeah, we enjoyed your record or we enjoyed your show, is like, that means a lot as well. So I guess coming from the high level as well, like bands like Wonder Years to say, oh yeah, this is a cool song, we dig it. It's just like you can't buy that sort of thing.
Definitely.
So you've released one record now. Are you looking to release another one this year, or maybe something like an EP or something?
We got some things in the pipelines. We got some demos. We got some ideas. Maybe a single coming up. The thing is, I'm always one to. I like to think of like when you look at a band's discography, you don't want to have any kind of wasted motion. If that makes
Right,
sense.
yeah.
Like I don't want to release something that we're not so like super proud of.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd almost rather us hold off and then release something like the next EP we're really proud of, or the next big album, and almost pace ourselves. Because I still think personally that Junior Land has loads more time to go before we
Yeah.
get heard it. We're
Yeah.
still a tiny band. We're still only people on our little tours are noticing it. Whereas hopefully we can get a little bit more kind of length in that EP. Yeah, no push. You know what I mean? So. We've got lots of demos, we're always writing and stuff, we're always trying new things, but whatever we choose to release is a whole different thing, I think.
How does the writing process go? Like obviously you spend a lot of time like in America and stuff. So like does like the writing process go on hold then, or are you like emailing demos back and forth and?
So I was living in America last year for about 6 months, and we tried really hard to like maintain just online content in general, and I just like ideas and stuff like that. Matt, who's not here today, he writes like loads of the demos and stuff. He's insane.
He's a machine,
He's a
man.
machine. He's
Yeah.
a machine. He'll just like blast them out and write loads of skeletons and send them over to us, and we'll give them our thoughts. But then like when I was out in the States, I was doing a bit of writing, more kind of acoustic stuff, I guess. Send it back to him as a side. We'll go back and forth. I think we work best though when we all are in the same room. Like with Junior Land, I think we wrote That Pretty Dress and If I Had the Time, I Tell You I'm Not Sorry. Were the two songs that we wrote kind of all together, and those are the ones in my opinion turned out not best, but like it was just super fun doing it all
Yeah,
together.
like
And I had
the
all of
bouncing
our-
ideas off each other.
Exactly, yeah. It felt like more of our own, all of us putting our input. So
Yeah.
I think even when we're all writing separate demos, it works best when we're all together and
Yeah.
shooting ideas back and forth.
So talking about you in America stuff, you obviously got a lot of stuff outside of the
Yeah,
band.
both of you.
TNA Superstar.
Well, yeah, superstar is a word that has been used. Nah, I mean, I recently signed with TNA. Well, a year ago now, actually. It's not recent anymore. About a year ago, I signed with TNA Wrestling after winning a cheesy reality TV show. And it wasn't cheesy; it's awesome. Called British Boot Camp, and it's been awesome. Like, the last year of my life has been pretty crazy, just back and forth. I mean, last year I think I did. Which to some people wouldn't seem like a big deal at all, but for me I was like, what the hell? It was 30 flights I took last year, and that wasn't including like changeovers, and most of those were like across the Atlantic, you know what I mean? Is that right? Across the Atlantic?
That's
That's right, right?
You got your geography.
Okay.
Pacific the other side. Yeah.
And so like I was going back and forth from America and the UK and stuff, and it's just been busy constantly. I remember one time we did a show, I forgot what show it was, we did a show over here in the UK, and then that night I drove to Heathrow, went to Canada, did a show there, had one night there, did another show, drove back, and then drove straight to the gig to start our tour. So literally I managed to squeeze in like a one night in Canada with a seminar and 2 shows in between one of our shows and a tour. So it was just like, and I'm loving it now. At the time it was really daunting, but now like it's the best thing ever. I love living a life.
It's like a second nature to you now.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, last week, I was performing in Wembley with TNA, and then within less than a week later, we're playing for like 20 people in a basement, and it's awesome. I'm not like even people ask
It's
me.
us dragging you down, yeah.
What it is, if you guys can stop holding me back, that'd be great. No, definitely not, because that's some of the people were asking me at the show the other day. They're like, "Oh, how does this compare to Wembley?" And kind of like a jokey sarcastic way, and I was like, this is way better. I was like, some of my fondest memories.
So much more intimate and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. And it, like, some of my fondest memories in pro wrestling over the last 10 years were performing in front of 20 people, going back to someone's house and sleeping on the floor, and like kind of living that DIY punk, like tour style. So it's kind of not that I don't enjoy doing the big shows, but like it's much more intimate, much more enjoyable to play in front of 30 people in a tiny little pub where everyone's intimate and enjoying it, than looking into a crowd where you can't really see anyone because everyone's so far away.
It's just noise, I can imagine.
It is, it looks like blank faces, and I'd say like
signs, just all the signs everywhere.
Yeah, Mandrew sucks, just all around the building. Yeah.
Why has he got a skateboard? He doesn't even go here.
Exactly, right.
I feel that clip's gone viral. I saw it posted as something else. Still seems like you were
That's
tagged it.
that's the other rad thing though, man, is that like people are kind of paying attention to that. Like we had some of the dudes from Neck Deep. Like I DJ in a club in Cardiff, Team Up club night, and
we recommend it highly. If you're
I
in the
recommend
area.
it.
We already.
You'll see me there.
It's great. Of course it is. I DJ there. No, but it's great. And like we had dudes from Neck Deep in, and they were just like, oh yeah, no, we saw this video of this wrestler dude who like comes down on a skateboard and then does like the head scissors, and I was just like, oh yeah, what's wrong with it? Yeah. It's cool though, the man, that like there's, people are kind of paying attention to Mark as a wrestler, but then also Junior as a band, and there's that obviously overlap.
Yeah, like
in
I
there,
think
but,
wrestling and music have always had like that kind of overlap kind of things. Like from theme songs to like like Jericho had a band in there, and
well, especially recently too, like pop punk, especially with wrestling, is suddenly boomed. Like 4 Year Strong, my friends out in New York were wrestling on. I don't know if you saw that video of 4 Year Strong when there was guys putting through a table on stage. You see that? They're on the middle of that stage. It was in New York. My friend Juba and James, they were like just putting each other through tables because they're pals and them out there. And then like the reason when we got in touch with Soupy is because he's a massive wrestling fan.
well, the Melrose Diner video.
Oh, exactly. My friend Thomas was like in my video. So yeah, he was showing me. He was like, yeah, dude, I'm one of the backyard wrestlers in the video, and I was like, no fucking way. I was like, yeah. So it's cool. Recently, there's been a big, like
surgeon.
Yeah, exactly, and a big just crossover with pop punk and wrestling. Like, so it went well with us, I think, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, because like Si, you've got your Heads with the Waves as well.
Yeah, man. So we're actually here in the Heads with the Waves pop-up shop.
They'd be kind enough to lend it as a venue.
Yeah, man. No, it's so I'm running this non-profit organisation called Heads Above the Waves, which is working with young people affected by self-harm issues and trying to encourage things like music and art and creativity as ways of dealing with bad days. So yeah, part of what we're doing is workshops in schools. Part of what we're doing is through merchandising, which is
available there.
So that's kind of how we're funding ourselves, you know what I mean? And but it's so it is funny trying to make it that side of my life work around like the junior side of my life as well, you know, where it's like we literally played a show last night, drove straight back to Cardiff, got in at like 2 a.m. and then I was up at 8 this morning to like go into a school and do some sessions with kids there. And then obviously like coming and helping finish off setting up this shop, and then going and playing a show tonight now, and then
another show tomorrow.
And another show tomorrow, but in between that I've got to do some more on the shop. I've got to work a shift in Urban Outfitters, and like, do you know what I mean? Like it's just like
he's got just as intense life as I do, I think.
But I get put through less tables, so
exactly. Yeah. But genuinely, like it's quite we're in a convenient situation which works for us, and also kind of in some ways in business, I guess. But where like we kind of have like a freelance career in a way, so the band, we can choose when to do the band. It's just finding the time because you're so busy with all this and jobs. And
But then but like what I'm doing obviously through Heads is obviously it's still very involved in music and very in like because we've done video interviews as well with bands like Narwhals, One Years, you know,
Real Friends
and stuff. Real Friends are the nicest dudes, and like you know, so there is still the kind of like the overlap, and obviously it's because I love pop punk and stuff in general. So I'm trying to not make it just about pop punk, but like, so we're actually kind of coming at it from different angles as well, and I'm really lucky as well because Hannah, who also runs Heads with me, is my boss in Team Up and Web. So like, there's obviously like kind of links there with like the music scene and like just really creative people as well, you know. And I think personally for me, it's really nice to be surrounded by creative people, you know, through my Heads Above the Waves work, but also through the music scene that I'm in and the jobs that I have. It's just nice to be around creative people and soak up different influences as well. And I think that's the nice thing about the Junior Land, is that it's got more influence on it, I think. And it's like we try a few different things, like
trying to take it to like the centre of the scene. Like me and Matt would always say, before we got to know Si really well, like he's this kind of the centre of the Cardiff alternative scene. And maybe that's only in the bubble that I know of the alternative scene, but like in terms of pop punk, like you're DJing it, Team Up every week, and other places on top of that, doing Heads Above the Waves, stuff like this, being in a band, and you know, Set Aside was the band he was in before Junior, and stuff like that. Like you take a lot of influences from like everywhere, really, and I think that's kind of that shows in Heads Above the Waves, like having different artists from around Cardiff, and just having like gigs, workshops, everything really, you know. So hats off to you.
What's your guys' plans for 2016 then?
Touring.
Taking over the world.
Taking over the world, Wembley.
You know what's weird though?
Well, I mean, you finished 2015 with the chunk gig.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I just couldn't off the time.
That moment.
I mean,
that was cool though as well, wasn't it? That was
awesome,
another like what's going on moment, you know, like.
It's just nice. I mean, we had done like 2 tours last year, and like headline tours. But not necessarily because we thought we were suitable for a headline tour, we just didn't really know what to do, you know what I mean? So we were like, let's go on tour. Whereas it was nice to be in a position where we were playing with bands like Trash Boat, Boston Manor, Chunk and Chunk, who were like, okay, cool, these are the shows we want to be on, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping to do more this year, I guess. But it's weird because over the last few years, like me personally, I've always had like goals for the year. I'd write down my goals, you know? And like, even last year I did, but this year's the first one where I'm like, just keep doing stuff. just keep going.
Keep killing it.
Maybe learn to drive, maybe. I'm not even sure, you know, where it's like I just want to keep touring and playing as much as possible with the band, keep wrestling as much as possible, sure you want to keep doing as much as possible with heads.
Yeah.
I just, when you're in your mid-20s, you kind of just kind of, you're feeling it out, aren't you, So I like to call the sitcom years. That's where I relate to Monica and Joey and Ross and, Rachel and all them. So
you suddenly realise your group of friends is friends.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's weird.
Just like more backflips in tights.
I was say, yeah, maybe a little bit less wrestling for them, but yeah. So I think we're just gonna try and keep pushing it and keep more playing.
Touring, writing, all the typical things that bands say they want to do in a year, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think we're keen. So like bands. We've had like fans in Scotland and Kent, like asking us to come there, and it's just not worked out so far. But so it's nice that we've kind of got places almost like pinpointed now where we in the year, it's really exciting. I think Europe will be fun as well. I'll try and do that.
That's one I have got to tick off the list for the end of the year. Europe, even if it's only a small 4-day or something like that, that'd be great. And hopefully America at some point, you know what I mean? That'd be great.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm out there enough, so if I can stick you guys in my bag, we can go out there and do something.
So before we wrap it up, would you guys recommend any bands for our viewers to go check out?
Yes, okay.
Other than yourself.
Can I go first? And then
Okay.
It sounds like we're just plugging all our friends, but genuinely these people who I think everyone should check out if they haven't already. As on Sleeps, we're on tour with them at the moment, and they've been killing it every night.
Yeah.
And they're just a really good, underrated band in the UK, I think. Fierce Morgan up in Sheffield, another one, the exact same. They're starting to make waves, I think, actually. But if you haven't checked them out already, check them out soon before you miss it. Because they can be the next big band, I think, in the UK. Who else?
We played with a band in Guildford called Black Waters, I believe it's Black Waters.
Yeah.
And they blew me away. They were really, really good. They were. I said they sounded a bit like if Marmozets covered modern baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, it was fun, man.
That's
It was
like an interesting combo.
It's good. Those guys. There's our friends in. They used to be called Gluefoot, and they just rebranded as Drown.
Drown, great.
We're playing with them in Bristol tomorrow.
And they play crazy house shows in Bristol, so if you're in that area, try and get along to one of those because they look insane. They did the house show with Don Broco a few weeks ago, I think, and that looked insane, Who else? I'm trying to think now. I'll kick myself for not thinking. What else?
Well, I suppose, kind of bands that I always recommend is stuff like modern baseball and things like that.
Yeah.
They are straight killing it, but there's still people who don't know about them, and that should change very soon.
Yeah.
So guys, gotta go check out Junior. All the links will be put in the bottom. Like, subscribe, and comment what you think of these guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Stay
Cheers,
right.
guys.